here you go again. What I've thought about it is something that I think most of aviation individual nowadays, they are in a big trouble, including myself, because we are currently on a vulnerable situation that anytime the aviation industry can collapse. And now, for your information, that most of airlines nowadays, they use a trip that is the terms that they're gonna use is flying nowhere. So they tend to fly the aircraft inside the airports, mean they take off from the same airport that they will land it. So the experience is they want to attract most of the customer to feel traveling experience despite the pandemic of COVID-19. So this is something that I do believe desperate. So I think that this is desperate situations that most of aviation company tend to give or tend to provide for their customer due to financial problem. Because currently SIA or Singapore Airlines, they have strengths many of their manpower. They have put many of people jobless. So now they are trying to make a new business. So they're trying to make traveling. It's not a traveling, a food, cuisine foods inside the A380, because I think they have grounded most of their aircraft, and with this restaurant on the flight, I mean that restaurant on the air for the CIA, their business. So they are doing this business to prevent the company from being on the worst situations. So there's not just SIA. I mean, there's most airlines now, they tend to try to do some things. So yes, I'm absolutely understood about it. It's not about airlines, it's also, I mean, to general aviations. So everybody affected. So you're not gonna know how this going to be end, because for me, I think there's no prediction that this is going to be end sooner, because what happened right now will tend to be affected for the next 3 or 5 years later. So I do not want to talk any much about it, because what happened is happened. So you cannot put everything in a backward position. So you must decide to make it to do better for the future. So, and think, because my parents, they have invested a lot of money. They have invested with huge amount of money for myself towards my study. So I think I'm not come from a rich family. I'm just ordinary family that come from. And yes, my family do have some palm oil plantations, and I think for me, trying to do my best on the aviation industry tend to make me realize that living living on the city is not, it's not something that is so easy. I think the idea that I think is, for me and myself, living at a rural area or out of city, it's much more convenient because of the living costs and such of things. So sincerely, for myself, I think that I'm blessed with the thing that I have. So, but the idea is that if I can live comfortably with my family in my village or out of city community, means that I'm living outside of the country. So means I think that is the best place for me. Since I have thought the idea that maybe I will not have to, you know, be on the aviation life, the aviation career for my whole life. So I think it's not something that would take to try, but at least I have to start on something, because I think my family has invested a lot of money to me. So I'm not going to waste it all, and just trying to do my best for myself and my family. So that's push or motivate myself to finish what I'm just started. And despite the pandemics now, it made me so much low motivation, but the moral and everything came from both of my parents and my family. So just you guys to let you know, this is something that is not easy, because you are being on a certain situation that is so competitive with most of experienced guys, and you are just a newcomer here and trying to learn something, and you're competitive with them, and at the same time they feel like they are, you know, they are feel like their position will take over by you. So it is something that it's not something that is bad for me, but within time you will understand how things work, because when you are on the position of something, a newcomer we try to get to your position, or most of company try to get a better person with a better price. So it's a common thing. So yes, aviation is absolutely, for me, something that is so much competitive. It's not just about the knowledge, it's also about how you treat people, how you approach the people, so your public relation with other people, and some of that things. So for me, it is challenge, and the challenge is not come with easy to accept. So as I said, maybe I will not be on aviation in my whole life. So yeah, I try to do my best and try to motivate myself and to do better. So this is the video that I try to motivate myself to do better. Is one of my way to make me, you know, self-motivate, because I do not have anything else. My parents, both of my family, they you know, they do not know how the things in aviation work, so they just give you the money and you sort of the thing out. So it's me that going to make it happen. So I hope you guys can know or try to understand what my note saying, because I do believe that my note here will make me more understand about how the DC power and AC power came from. So the thing is that this is a basic electrical system that will give you a little bit information. Maybe the diagram or the written will not fully understood for you guys or understand for you guys, because my handwriting is not in a good shape. So yeah, I hope you can understand what I explain, because I will verbally explain the note so you can hear the explanation. And if you have any question, you can put on the comment below. And yep, think is not much thing to say. So see you on the next video. Bye.